All right, so this is the back side of the gimbal here. You'll notice I have two wires running through the center of this motor, and that allows us to mount it to the frame. But you see how this pivots around. It doesn't get caught up, you know, because what we have to do is we have to run these wires to the motor up here and also to the sensor on the top. Now if we ran this around, then you could see how it'll get tangled up. But we have this down the middle of the pivot here, and then that runs through the motor. We have it running under this frame here, and then there's some cutouts in this tube. Now you can have this either on the top or on the bottom. The bottom is probably cleaner for you guys, but we have the wires running through the tube, out the other side of the tube, and then again one connects to the motor and the other one to the sensor here. So very quickly, you will run into situations where you need to run wires through very small areas of the frame. Now some of the wires don't come with these clips at the end. You actually put that on after you've run the wire, because these clips just won't fit, you know, say through this motor. So if you run into the situation where you have a clip or you've added a clip and you want to remove the clip, here's how you do it. So what you do is you're going to take a very fine pin or needle. This is a brad nail right here. You're not going to mess with any of the gold parts of the wire. So what you want to do is you want to push the wire up first. So you're going to push it out or up, not pull it out. Okay, so you're going to push it up. We're going to get underneath the black tab here with our nail, and then the wire just comes out very easily. All right, so don't bend anything on the actual pin. What you want to do is you want to get underneath this tab, just like this. I don't know if you could see that, but you get underneath, bend this little tab up, and that's going to let you get underneath or pull the pin out. And then once you're done, you're just going to slide this pin back in. Now there's a certain part of this pin, you guys will see it later when you have it, but it has to connect underneath. So slide that back in all the way through, and that's it. It's stuck. So very simple to take apart if you have to run your wires. Just make sure that you're lifting up the plastic tab and you're not bending any of the gold parts of your actual wire. Then once you run your wire through, then you can attach your connector at the end and then hook it up to your motors and stuff. So same with these guys. I have these guys running through the frame here, running through the top of the frame. There's another cutout here, then another cutout here that goes through this one, and then it comes through the tube, out of the tube, because it has to come out of this tube, and then back up the bottom of this motor. So we feed it through the bottom of the motor, it comes out the top of the motor. You can see that here. One goes right to the motor, that's where the plug is. The other end runs into the tube here. So we have it running down through this frame, through the tube, and then outside of this tube over here on this side, but you'll notice it over here, and that goes to the joystick control. So that's how we run all the wires. You got to do it before you add any of the clips.